may use Rangesherpa on different projects, and I'm going to use the RAG app project, which the students in the Gen AI course have already done, just so we can go through some common issues that we're seeing in that project and show how Rangesherpa might be a good tool to assist in future projects that they go through. And so I'll just get started, and the first issue that I'll try resolving is not having a virtual environment in my project, which was a common one, and I'll let Rangesherpa guide me through that, and then also some code changes. And yeah, I'll pause along the way to leave comments about different things I'm showing. Hello. Hello.
It looks like you're starting a cyber range lab or assignment. Is that right? Are you having any trouble getting set up? Or do you have any questions about the project?
Yeah, I'm going through the RAG lab, and I am having troubles activating my virtual environment. Can you please help?
I can help with that. Looking at the terminal, it seems like you're on a Mac. Have you tried running source venv/bin/activate?
Yeah, see, when I get that, I get no such file or directory.
Okay, it seems like the terminal might not be in the correct directory. Can you try using the cd command to navigate to the RAG project directory first, and then try activating the virtual environment?
I'm there, I just don't see the virtual environment folder anymore. I think it maybe I deleted it on accident.
Okay, it sounds like the virtual environment folder might have been deleted. In that case, you'll need to recreate it. Do you remember the commands to create a new virtual environment? If not, I can guide you through the steps.
Yeah, it's something like Python 3 mv and v and then the name, right?
You're on the right track. The command is python 3 -m-venv-venv. This will recreate the virtual environment in your project directory. After running this, you can try activating it again with source venv/bin/activate. Let me know if you encounter any issues.
Okay, and just for clarity, do I have to specify a Python version? I remember my instructor talking a lot about that.
That's a good question. For this project, it's important to use Python 3.12. Since you're using Python 3 in the command, it should default to the correct version if it's set up properly on your system. To be absolutely sure, you can check your Python version by running python 3.version. Does it show 3.12? X?
No, it shows 3.8.5.
Okay, it looks like Python 3 is linked to an older version. To make sure you're using Python 3.12 for the virtual environment, you might need to specify the version explicitly when creating it. Try using Python 3.12-m-venv-venv. Does that work?
Yeah, I think so. And what's the command to activate it again?
Great. Now that you've created the virtual environment with Python 3.12, you can activate it using the command source venv/bin/activate. Give that a try.
Okay, I think it worked.
Awesome. Now that you've activated the virtual environment, are you running into any other issues, or are you ready to move on to the next steps in the lab?
Okay, so now I'm going to, I already implemented to do one real quick, just so that I had it as a reference, and I will manufacture an error so you can see what I changed, and then have Rangesherpa walk me through the solution to it. And so I just changed, as you can see, this f.read to file path.read. And just for reference, the reason this won't work in Python is because the read function is for file objects, which is stored in that f whereas file path is a string that we take in, which it like takes in, what would the file path be? I think sample document.txt. And so this line right here will be problematic. So let's see if Rangesherpa can help with that. Okay, I'm running into an issue now in to do number 1 here. Let me show you. When I run Streamlit and I run the code, I'll show you the issue. So just bear with me.
Thanks for sharing your screen. It looks like you're having an issue with TODO1. Could you describe what's happening when you run the code? Any specific error messages or unexpected behavior?
This one. Oh, I forgot to say that.
It happens to the best of us. Did saving the file resolve the issue? Or are you still running into a problem with TODO1?
One moment, please.
No problem. Take your time. I'll be here.
Okay, yeah. See, I get this issue, error here. Can you read the error and tell me what it means and then help me debug it?
The error says str object has no attribute read. This usually means you're trying to use the .read method on a variable that's already a string instead of a file object. Looking back at your code, in TODO 1.1, you're already assigning the content of the file to the content variable. Can you remove the .read from line 73?
Here, I'm showing my screen now, and it seems like it's on line 75, the file path.read. So you're saying that, what do I need to solve here to fix this issue?
Oops, sorry for the confusion. I misspoke earlier, and I apologize for that. Looking at the student guide, in the section for TODO 1.1, it says, the correct line should already be there. Just remove the comment. So you should remove the comment hash. Remove this line from line 75. Does that make sense?
It does, but I think I accidentally modified this one that was already given to me. So could you just help me try to fix it back to what I was given?
No problem. The original line of code for TODO 1.1 should be Python content equals f.read hash remove this line. So you should revert line 75 back to that original state.
So like this, right?
Exactly. Now you can remove the comment and move on to the next TODO.
Okay, let me just verify that that works. And that sounds good. One moment.
Sounds good. Good. Let me know how it goes.
Okay. I'm not going to need anything more from Rangesherpa because this should work. But if not, I'll reactivate it. But, I mean, we just saw it. I'll just verify and then, yep. So loaded 34 times in the document, vector database initialized, and that was the first to do. So, yeah, as you can see, Rangesherpa was super helpful in helping me activate my virtual environment, make sure I had the right Python version, and then fix a code issue. And yeah, you could, even without bugs, I've also used Rangesherpa to help me implement stuff. And so if you wanted to move on to do 2, you would just show your screen. And if you're having issues not knowing what to implement, it could provide some guidance. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope Rangesherpa can help with your future projects. Thanks.